Hey, okay, I am gonna keep this short and sweet today because we all wanna be able to go do whatever we're doing today with the New Year's Eve and all that. So first of all, as you pop in, let me know if you're catching the replay of this and then what you're doing for New Year's Eve. I don't really think we're doing anything very exciting considering we just spent 2 days on the road. We're kind of exhausted still, so I think we're just gonna be putting the girls to bed early and then watching maybe a movie. That's it. That is our New Year's plan. So let me know if you're doing anything exciting or if you're being boring like us, because either way, I'm excited. I'm excited to release 2020 and step into 2021, and I know so many of you are feeling the same way. How are you feeling about 2020 wrapping up? Give me all the thoughts. Give me all the feelings that you're having right now. And what I want to do right now, so again, I'm going to keep this short and fast. I'm going to tell you 3 things. My nails are sad. I need to redo them. Anyways, I'm going to tell you 3 things that would be super beneficial for you to leave behind in the mess of 2020, and then 3 things to reintroduce or introduce or welcome in the new year that will really bring expansiveness and light and just all the good things for this new year. And then I'm going to offer you a few suggestions on how to do that. So let's start with the things to just leave behind. Let's just get right into it. So, hi guys, thanks for hopping on. Facebook isn't showing me who's watching, so drop a hello in the comments if you're watching live with me, because I just see that people are watching and I don't know who it is. So let me know who's on with me, or don't if you're feeling shy. That's fine too. Okay, so thing number 1 to leave behind in this past year. Let's leave behind stressing over things that haven't even happened yet. Because if it hasn't happened, yet, it hasn't happened. And this is a huge base for anxiety. I know this because I experience it, and it's so easy to let ourselves get sucked into the little vortex of stressing about potential disasters or potential mistakes or potential awkwardness. We let ourselves stress so much over potential. But potential is only potential. It's not present. It's not now. It doesn't exist. So raise your hand in the comments if you are ready to let go of the stress about things that haven't even happened yet, or about things that are not even in your control. And if you have anything that comes to your mind, some examples of things that are not in your control that you've been stressing about, let me know in the comments and I'll see if I can kind of help you make that shift. Because I will say as well, these things that I'm telling you to release, it can be much simpler said than done. So things that are out of your control, here's an example. So while we were in Idaho for the holidays, I had some Christmas pajamas ordered for my family. They were there before we even got there, and I didn't open them to wrap them until a day or 2 before Christmas Eve. It was a couple of days before. And we discovered that instead of my husband's pajamas, they sent another set of women's pajamas. That was really sucky. And then they didn't come. In fact, they are just being delivered today. So we never got them. So I could have let myself stress and get anxious and frustrated and so angry over the fact that what I ordered didn't arrive, because of that's unjust. That's not what should have happened, right? But also, it's a lot harder to enjoy being around my family and being home. Idaho. We love Idaho. We miss it there. So I could either have let myself sit there and stress and fret and worry and ruminate over the fact that we got a wrong shipment and be upset over the fact that they made a mistake, or I can just say, you know what, they made a mistake. This sucks. I am frustrated about it. I don't enjoy that this happened, but I'm not gonna spend all day talking about it and actually enjoy whatever else was going on. We had plenty of stuff going on to enjoy as well, whether it was already happening or I created it. Right? So if you're going through something that you have no control over, you can either ruminate on it, stress about it, get anxious about it, get frustrated, angry, experience all of those things all day long, draw it out, drag it out, prolong it. Or you can experience the frustration. You don't have to like it. And yet you can also open up your awareness for what else is going on in your life that you can enjoy. Okay? So that's one thing. Let go of that unnecessary stress and anxiety. Number 2, can we please release the need to be responsible for how other people are feeling? How often do you find yourself saying, well, I couldn't say that because that would make that person really upset, or I couldn't do that because they would be so offended? Guess what? You don't have any control over that. I'm sure you probably have someone in your life who they just cannot be happy. They just always seem to find something to complain about, right? It doesn't matter how perfect something is, they just might always still find something to complain about. You have no control over that. We are all in charge of our own minds. We have zero jurisdiction on anyone else's minds, and that's where feelings and emotions occur. We can't force anyone to feel any kind of way. We might be able to encourage them or, talk them through things, but let's stop taking on that responsibility because it's unnecessary, it's exhausting, frustrating. Like I want my daughter to be, I can hear my youngest right now crying out in the front room. I don't know what happened. She just got up from her nap, but I would love to make her be happy. I would love to be able to make her stop being sad. But that's not my jurisdiction. I don't have a say over that. I can do my part to provide comfort for her, ask her what she needs, stuff like that. But I don't make it mean anything about myself if she chooses to stay sad. The same goes for you. If there's someone in your life who you would just love to make them happy, you can provide the things. You can be there for support if it serves you. You can ask them what they need. You can ask them how you can help. And if all of those things, I'm trying to come in, I'm sorry. If all of those things still don't do it, that doesn't mean that you're a failure. That doesn't mean that you're a bad person. That doesn't mean that you're not supportive enough. So let's release responsibility for other people's feelings. And then lastly, the third thing that I would love for us all to be able to release in 2020, just leave it behind, is putting your needs last. Especially you moms. We create this glorification of taking care of everyone else first. It's kind of like the glorification of being busy, right? It's time to cut that out. Cut it out. Because it's not serving anyone. It might, provide some form of satisfaction to play the martyr. But I can promise you that long term, it's only detrimental to your mental health, to your physical health, to your relationships. So it's time to start putting your needs first. You've heard the analogies over and over again. I know you have. You have to put on your own oxygen mask first before you can help anyone else. You have to fill up your own cup first before you can pour into anyone else's. You've heard these analogies. So start trusting that process, that when you put your needs first, you will have more capacity to take care of those that you want to take care of. Okay? All right, so the things that I would love for us to welcome in to the new year and to introduce into our lives and to just step into and embody in 2021. It's gonna feel so good. Okay, first, why don't we start regularly experiencing awe and gratitude for the inner gifts and strengths that we already have, that we were born with, that we just innately have flowing through us, because you know that you have a crap ton of gifts and strengths already. You were born with them. You've gained some through the years, through your experiences, through your interactions. You know what they are. So stop downplaying them and start witnessing them with this expansive awe and gratitude, and hype yourself up, man. Say, dude, I am so freaking social. I'm really good at talking to people. I'm a really freaking good friend. I'm really good at being supportive and helping my friends out when they need help. And I love that. I'm so dang good at it. If that's you, be freaking proud of it. Own it. And just recognize how amazing it is. And if you don't know what your strengths are, ask those around you, because they know, they see it. A lot of the time we get so close to the situation, we're so just used to ourselves. It's kind of like how you, if you have a candle on all day, eventually you don't really smell it anymore because you've just been smelling it all day and it's just normal now. You just think that's just what the air is. That's just air. It's nothing special until you leave and you come back and then you're like, oh yeah, there's that candle. It smells so dang good. So look at yourself through fresh eyes and look at your gifts. Or again, ask those who are around you who can see what your gifts are more clearly than you, and then write them down so that you don't forget them. And be amazed. Be amazed at yourself. Be your best hype woman, your best hype man, okay? Number 2, let's welcome in application of knowledge. like for the highest good, right? We've got the internet in front of us all day long. We always have access to it, essentially. And it is a wealth of knowledge, which means we are a wealth of knowledge. Because did you know that the subconscious mind holds on to every little piece of information that enters it? You have a crap ton of knowledge in that noggin of yours. So stop looking at other people for answers, because you have it. You have the answers. You already have the answers. So start applying that knowledge, start applying that information, whether that's to find an answer to a dilemma that you've been experiencing, or whether that's saying like, oh, I'm finally going to pick up knitting. I'm going to learn that hobby that I've been like reading about on Pinterest or whatever. Just start applying that knowledge, because it's already in you. Why not put it to use if it's going to elevate you to your highest good, if it's going to do good to the planet, whatever it is, whatever it's going to be, whatever highest good means to you, start applying your knowledge to achieve that highest good and take you to that next level. And then the third thing that is so important that I would love for us to welcome in the new year is giving ourselves permission to rest, to slow down, and to actually restore and recharge. Because a lot of the times we think we're resting, but we're scrolling through Instagram, which is feeding us with limiting thoughts that we're not as good as so-and-so, or that we can never accomplish this thing that this person did. So start slowing down in a way that actually fills you up, that actually restores you and recharges you and gives you that rest that your soul is craving. Give yourself permission. This is a big one that I'm personally working on, especially for this next year. Permission to rest, and restful rest, not just numbing, not just turning on Netflix. And I mean, I'm a huge fan of Netflix. So I'm not saying don't turn on Netflix in 2021, because I will still be watching plenty of Netflix. But also doing things that fill up your soul, like a little hobby, or taking a bath, or going on a walk, or just going on a drive. I think of all those things because I like alone time. So for you, maybe it's just hanging out with a friend and chatting, if that's allowed where you're at, however you can do it. There are so many ways to get rest. So start brainstorming ways that will fill you up and give you rest and relaxation, like actual relaxation. Okay, so 3 things to leave behind, 3 things to introduce. I want to give you 4 ways that I can offer you to help you do all of those things, because again, these are super simplified, and some of them may take more inner work than others for you. Some may come really easily. It totally just depends on where you're at, where your subconscious is. There's lots of factors involved for sure. You may find it to be so easy. You may find it to be more challenging. One is not better than the other. So there are 1,000 ways you could go about all of these things. So I would just encourage you to search and find ways that make sense for you. The 4 ways that I'm going to offer you right now are my offerings, of course, because this is what I create and this is what I do, and I love it, and it has gotten results. So first, a free version, a free option for you. Listen to my podcast. My podcast is great. It gives a lot of value. I've gotten a lot of really good reviews about it. So my podcast, that would be a great way for you to start increasing awareness about your thoughts, your subconscious mind. And I release those once a week, except for this week. I took a break off this week. But yeah, so podcast, the Elevate Empire podcast. Number 2, oh my gosh, I can't get over these stupid nails. I need to fix them. Second thing, I'll just hold my fingers up like this. That'll be better. So second thing, it's only $7, the Universe Activation Bundle that I created a week and a half ago. So it's brand new. It's only $7. It includes a hypnotherapy. It includes like this journaling, like a worksheet thing, some wallpapers for your phone. Did I include anything else? I can't remember off the top of my head. I apologize. But yeah, that Universe Activation Bundle is specifically to help you remember and access the inner strengths and gifts that you already have, and maybe discover new ones that you didn't know you had. But you've got a crap ton, a lot of them. So that's going to help you remember and access those so that you can utilize them, right? So only $7 for that. Okay, and then the third thing is my membership program, Elevate Your Life Insiders, which also, if you are a member of Elevate Your Life Insiders, you get the Universe Activation Bundle for free. So there's that. So when you join, if you join by today, by the end of today, because it's New Year's Eve, you know, got to do all the sales, you can get it for half off of your first month. So it's only $50 a month already. So it's already really inexpensive, especially for everything that is included with it. So when you use the code DecemberLove, by the end of today, when you join the Insiders, you get $25 for your first month. It doesn't get any better than that. You get 2 live group coaching calls with me a month. You get 2 live moon ceremonies with me a month, one for the new, one for the full moon. You get a recorded resource every month, like a hypnotherapy, meditation, EFT tapping session, stuff like that. You get a workbook every month, depending on the topic of the month. You get a guest expert interview every month. Lots of stuff. I could talk about that all day, but there's so much stuff there to support you. It's not just stuff. It's not just fluff. We have I listen to you and I pay attention to what you need and what you're saying so that I can continue to tweak. I don't have these planned months in advance. I figure it out a few days before the next month so that I can gauge where you're at, so that I can provide for you what you need the next month. We've already decided, talking to my Insiders, we've already decided the theme for January, it gets to be easy. Personal growth, it gets to be easy. Reaching your goals, it gets to be easy. So join this month, get it for half off for your first month. You'll be golden. And then the big kahuna, if you're ready to go really all in, do the big, deep inner work, you can book a breakthrough day with me. I'm only offering 2 each month, I've decided. So I don't have any booked for January yet. So I've got 2 spots open for a breakthrough day for January. And if you book by today, I'm going to give it to you for $1,000 off. It is a high ticket offer. It's not cheap. But if you're ready to do the work, and the thing is, I say work, but the thing is, it's really so simple. It's easy. It really is. That was one of the things that I was most blown away by when I first started doing breakthrough days and experiencing one myself, was how easy it was. It wasn't this painful, awkward, I felt like it was going to be a bumpy, weird thing and exhausting, but it was energizing and expansive and simple. And yeah, so those are 4 things that I would suggest if you're looking to work with me. Those are 4 ways that you can release those 3 things and reintroduce those 3 things in these few days. So real quick, I'll just do a quick little recap. And then what I want you to do is whichever one of those offers that I shared with you, whichever one or ones you're interested in, let me know in the comments, send me a message, and I will send you the appropriate links to those so that you can check them out and see if it resonates with you. So once again, 3 things to leave behind in 2020. Stressing about things that haven't even happened yet and or are out of your control, being responsible for other people's feelings, and putting your needs last. 3 things to introduce in 2021, awe and gratitude for your gifts and strengths, application of the knowledge that you already have to benefit your highest good and the highest good of the collective. Give yourself permission to rest and relax and restore. And then 4 ways that you can, that's 8, I can do math. 4 ways that you can do those things by working with me: listening to my podcast, purchasing the Universe Activation Bundle, joining Elevate Your Life Insiders, in which you would get the Universe Activation Bundle for free, book a breakthrough day. Okay, that is everything. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let me know what you're doing for New Year's Eve and what you're looking forward to the most in 2021. And I will talk to you later. Okay, bye.